room for error.
There is none. Not only that, you wind up making a lot of road rash. You fall off that at 175 miles an hour.
Forget the little leather thing they got on.
Okay, here's Mike Dupree and Buddy Loeffler. Buddy Loeffler and his big block powered.
They're still qualifying.
Yeah, they're still qualifying. They had 3 qualifying rounds for Quick 8 because they want to try and get the best deal. Now, the interesting thing about the Quick 8 is you don't dial in your number for the Quick 8. Your actual numbers that come off is the numbers that you run with.
Wow.
You're not allowed to do that.
Wow.
So, and that's how it goes.
Well, it's nice that Buddy's backed up by a few guys.
Oh, yeah, Blaine's Drive-In's always supported, Buddy. You can see him there every morning eating that steak and eggs for breakfast. And then Mike Dupree across there. Now, what's interesting is Mike runs about as quick as Buddy does, and Mike Dupree's got a small block Chevrolet running in there, and Buddy's got a big block Chevrolet.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's just a matter of preference on this, but these guys are real hard competitors going at
he's all over the track, Buddy, wasn't he?
Yeah, it gets a little loose out there in the middle. You got to remember now, it had rained for almost 2 days straight.
And you know what's interesting? I see some guys, and who had that? Buddy won that one, huh? I see some guys line up in the dry. I mean, it's sticky, tacky there in the middle.
Yeah, that's the it's called with the VHT.
But I see, like the motorcycle guys, some guys actually line up in the other area.
The street cars and those that have street tires, like what you saw with Jason Armstrong, if they go too much into what we call the VHT or the groove, they actually will break stuff because their tires will actually wind up being glued. You have to have horsepower to pull it off on this black strip called the groove area here.
Well, this is Toy trying to qualify here.
Yep, and he does a great job. I think he winds up coming in at about 7 or 8. And here we have Mr. Rodney Resents in the Blown Crazy. This is blown on alcohol, big block Chevrolet, and this is as nasty as they come. Between him and Derek Morea and also Alan Martins Jr., LB. And you got some real high competition horsepower cars here.
Well, it's good to see that Alan Martins Jr. has really settled down to a nice, safe sport compared to the bull riding which he used to do.
I think he still wants to be bull riding.
Well, I have the video of him bull riding.
We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it, and we cringe every time we see it.
But I tell his mom how lucky he is, because I mean, if anyone didn't see the film, his ear got sliced off, and it was just hanging by a thread. But like I said to the mom, 1/8, and this is from a bull landing on him, but 1/8 of an inch to the inside, the guy is a veggie or dead. You know, so he was actually very lucky. Very lucky. So this is the kids.
Yeah, these are the Briggs & Stratton 5-horsepower lawnmower engines, and they're just barreling down here.
And they're going 50 miles an hour, the fastest ones.
No, they're not. They're actually going 75 and 80 miles an hour, Rosie. Yeah.
Wow.
Watch the little ones come out. We have actually one here that is going to come up a little bit later on, probably next year. Lyle McConis has a very quick motor in one. He can run 8 seconds at about 75 miles an hour.
And you're talking 1/8 of a mile.
Yeah, 1/8 of a mile. And these are lawnmower engines.
Rat bite?
Yeah, rat bite. These are cars that were brought over from Honolulu in the Junior Dragster League, racing with our Junior Dragster League that we have here. And they came over, had a blast.
How much for a dad to set up a kid?
The yellow car in the far lane probably ran them about $3,500. The rat bite.
Everything?
Yeah, for everything turnkey. That has actually a pull cord lawnmower engine on it. And as you see, you can see the handicap portion coming into play here, where the kids, the slower car will leave first, and the faster car, of course, has to catch them. And then you'll see that here. Watch the Seafood Village car, the red one in the near lane, owned by Travis Medeiros. Travis is an outstanding driver. Oh, this is a heads-up one. We're 2 8-second cars, just about. Watch the little parachutes come out at the end. This has got to be cool for a kid that's a little 8-year-old. Look at that. Isn't that neat?
8, 9-year-old kid.
Yep. And Napa is the sponsors a couple cars for this, and Darrell Turner and the folks over at Napa are the ones that are responsible for helping us bring these little cars over here and taking care of it. Young Brothers helped with the shipping. HT&T, we'd like to thank them also for helping out. They transport.
Mr. Bells, is that Mike Bells?
Mike Bells.
Kau, that's his restaurant here?
That's right, and that is Jordan Aguiar, who is sponsored by that. Keith Aguiar's son.
Wow. Now, how many of these are Big Island kids?
We actually have 6 competitors from the Big Island, 1 from Kona, and the rest are from here. And we actually have 3 more competitors that will be purchasing cars for the next season. So it ought to be a full-fledged deal. We ought to have Team Oahu and Team Hawaii. Yeah, we have a little problem on the Here Comes Trouble. Trouble got it.
And that guy with the straw hat. So that guy looks familiar too, Harry. And
Yeah,
is it your boy?
Yeah, this is Thomas in the Delirious Junior, and he's going up against Underdog. And
Underdog's fast.
Underdog's very fast. He's an 8-second car, so Thomas is going to have a long head start, and watch how fast Underdog has to run to keep catching.
The patience that the Underdog driver must have to watch.
It's murder watching somebody drive away, and you have to concentrate on your light. Yeah, now look, Thomas is halfway down.
Yeah, he is almost.
Look, see? And look how fast he catches them, and it's like, come on, and you're over there, come on, kid, you can do it, yeah, go, and he wins.
And there's nothing Thomas could have done?
Huh?
Well,
No.
how did Thomas blow it?
He didn't.
It was the mechanics on the car, Dad.
No.
Second round, team competition.
Yeah, here we go.
Talking about Dad. Here he is. Got very lucky his first run.
Yeah, we got very lucky our first run, and I don't think I did that. Let's see what's happening here, if I can remember correctly. If I can see the tree, I can tell you what happened.
You're all right.
No, we're all right. Oh, this is a good run we had with Brandon.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Actually, a winner. Ooh.
No, we broke out. We ran a 887 on an 888 dilator.
Ah. So that means you broke out and he stayed under and he won.
Yeah, he ran right on his money.
See, so
that's beating him by a lug nut, but you lose.
Oh, boy. So now we're at 4-2. We got Ken.
This is a good deal right here, because this will be a heads up. They're both dialed in at 990, and these are both super gas cars. And Frank Higa used to run when we used to run the Junior Pro on Oahu, and he's one of the best that they brought over, and he's a super nice guy.
So they're moving up over the line, but it's the rear wheel they're looking at. Now, how come he jumped ahead? Because he had 200ths of a second on him, or did he just bust
No,
out?
I think he just red lighted, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, see, Ken has already got the wind light on his side. He red lighted.
See, little antsy there, buddy.
Oh, that's a lot of antsy. Because he left before the second amber. But this is a David Royce up against Carolyn Hamada, and second round of competition. We kind of walked away a little bit with this, and then we're hoping everything goes good on this round. David cuts a good light.
And close. No cigar for the whoop.
Nope, no cigar for us. Not on that one. Yeah, now here's Jason Armstrong, and you're talking about going out of the groove.
Yeah.
You see the street tire, Jason's over on the side.
Jason doesn't smoke out his tires either.
No, Jason doesn't have to. He runs on street tires, so it's a little bit different when you have a street tire.
As for the smooth
racing
tires. Okay, I got you now.
But watch, Jason has
look where he is.
Yeah, see, he's all the way over there.
Because he doesn't want to go by the gunk.
Well, you don't really want to, because actually what happens is you can flip the bike over, it'll bite so hard.
His bike seems to be slow leaving though.
It's an 11-second bike. You can't really leave that hard with a bike because you'll fly off the thing.
Okay.
If you look at most of the guys who run like Mike Bell and Pete Comandini, they have a high offset in the rear of the bike where their backside can actually be there to help it set off the G-force.
Yeah. But he gets it going, huh?
Yep. Sets off the G-force from it. But a bike is a lot easier to race. You don't have the whole front end there hanging out. Yep, there you got a win for us.
Now, how come? I saw the lights on this.
Oh, you didn't see the light come on the other side yet. Come on, don't take away stuff that we need here.
Okay, that's a win. It's a win. Win is a win is a win. I was just looking at the lights, man. And you know what was a shame, though? I was there early on Saturday, and there was huge crowds coming.
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
Huge. It was going to be a huge day.
It was a wall-to-wall people deal.
And then it rained all day. I mean, and then Sunday starts off looking miserable.
So nobody wants to come.
Away, and by noon it was gorgeous.
Yeah, but we started coming in with a lot more people. Here you got Gary Nakamoto. And Gary Nakamoto is an outstanding class individual. He's been a many-time class champion, overall bracket champion, and certainly deserving of being on Team Hawaii. Always a tough guy to run up against.
Too.
Yeah.
He's
having a red-itis.
And if I remember, I mean, I just don't understand it, because there's nothing more frustrating, not only for the driver, but for all those guys working on your cars and everything. You know what I mean?
But that's, you win or lose by the sword.
But I do notice that when Jeff says that someone wins the reaction time, it must be 90% of the time that they also win the race.
A good portion of it, I would probably say it's 85 to 90% as well. When you have the reaction time, the odds of you winning are on your side, unless you break out on the other side or do something really ridiculous.
Now, some of the guys with the soft time on the times they're setting for themselves, they leave themselves a little bit to go faster at the
You
end.
leave yourself a cushion because
If you want to catch up.
well, if you want to catch up, and also the simple fact, Rosie, is in the morning, if you look, when you dial that time, the weather changes throughout the rest of the day. It gets really hot between 12 to 4 o'clock, 2 to 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock, it really gets cool, so your time runs away. So you've got to be able to know how well your car is, or the guys running with you, got to know how well your car is to get in there. And here we have some more of Bracket 1, Quick 8 qualifying here. Mike Dupree and Buddy Loeffler.
And,
Mahalo, and thank you so much for watching another video of the TK808 Productions YouTube channel. If you guys want to follow us, please subscribe to the channel, TK808 Productions. If you want to leave a comment or a like, just hit down below. If you want to follow us, we have our website located on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Please have a wonderful day, and aloha!